John.
And Ronnie.
And Ronnie with my new selfie stick, so it might be a little jerky, little herky-jerky. I don't know why, and it shouldn't really be. Okay, so we are out and about today. It's a really nice day out. And we just thought we'd take you along with us and talk about a few things. So, what I wanted to bring up today or talk about, because I thought it was not hilarious funny, but I just thought that I don't know where this guy was coming from. So as you guys know, my mom is bedridden and I'm taking care of her. And we're having a lot of issues, a lot of red tape. If anybody out there is ever taking care of a loved one or things like that, it's just so much red tape that you got to go through when you're trying to get things for, you know, your parents or whatever. Just going through the government or the county and having them approve things. My mom went in the hospital in January and she went into a nursing home in February for just like rehab. And since mid-February, we've been fighting with insurance companies, with the city of Philadelphia, with the county, trying to get her everything, trying to get her in a program that she qualifies for. We knew she qualified for it, but they kept telling us, go to this program, go to that. Anyway, long story short, just a few weeks ago, we found out that she was eligible for a program for Medicaid as well as Medicare. So now she's getting everything, which is great. If you can get both of those plans, then you know you got it set. And she was eligible for it. They was just dragging their feet a lot of time. It's frustrating because, you know, I'm disabled and I have a disability and I'm trying to take care of her. And if something happens to me, there's nobody to take care of my mom. So I was really fighting tooth and nail to get this shit done. So anyway, the last assessment that she had was a guy that came on Friday. And, you know, we were happy about it. I didn't want to get too happy because I still feel like the other shoe is going to drop and something's going to happen. You know, so until we know everything is straight and everything's going, I don't want to celebrate. So anyway, this guy came, he gave an assessment. So assessment was just to find out what her needs were. So he asked a lot of questions. And at first, you know, I thought, you know, because these people they come in nice and they seem like they're, you know, so pleasant. And maybe it was just the questions he had to ask, but some of the questions I got a feeling that he was like trying to trip her up because we wanted them to come out because we wanted to see the situation that she was in, because they tried to do a televisit or do it over the phone. I said, I'm not doing it over the phone, number one. And if we do a televisit, I'm going to show you the room and everything that's in it so you know what's going on. So he came and he asked a whole bunch of questions. Now, it was understood she's just, you know, she's not mobile. She can't walk or do anything like that. Then the next question would be, well, when you go downstairs, we already said she don't go downstairs. Then the next question would be, well, when you get out of bed, she doesn't get out of bed. So those were the questions, and I feel like he was trying to trip her up only because he already knew the answers to those questions. So he could have just said, which he did, you know, with some questions, oh, I already know the answer to this, I'll just put this down. So I just get the feeling he was trying to trip her up, like, oh yeah, well, I do get up. She can't get up. She has not walked since January. She's not getting up out of bed since January. And she really wasn't walking then. So I was a little annoyed by that, but I sat there, I'm like, okay, you know, every time we made it known, no, she does not get up. No, she does not need a wheelchair. You know, all this kind of stuff that they're just trying to put, like, she's already got a wheelchair. So a lot of BS. So when he came, I was upstairs with my mom in her room, and John was downstairs walking around. So this was like mid-morning, so he was so in his bathroom.
With my leopard skin drawers. No, I'm kidding. I don't have leopard skin drawers.
Look, you can tell these people whatever you want to. They be laughing at you, not me. So John let him in. So we have a single family home. There's no two doors that you go through. I'm just setting up the premise because this fool came in, was real nice, sat down, and then when we told him, no, there's nobody else that can take care of my mommy, John can't do it. You know, we don't have any friends or family. It's basically just me. And if you get a home health aide, that person. So that's what the end game plan is, to get a home health aide. So meanwhile, the middle of the conversation, or I guess the assessment, he asked, and this knocked me for a loop, and this is just why I got to share it with you, because people be doing the worst and doing the most and just crazy. So he says, oh, the guy downstairs, is that your landlord?
In his leopard skin drawers? No.
In his bathroom. No two doors. So I said, I just stopped and I gave him the stank eye because I just stared at him. And I said that, and my mom was trying to get it out that was her son-in-law, but she couldn't get the words out. I guess she was so shocked. And I said, that's my husband. And he said, oh, I said, that's my husband walking around in his bathroom. And he said, oh, well, then he tried to backtrack. Oh, he's backpedaling. Oh, well, I come into some homes and people have their landlord downstairs open the door, whatever. I said, number one, this is a single family home. You did not see two set of stairs. You did not come into a duplex where there's an apartment on the first floor, one on the second. I said, you came into a house where you walked up a few flights of stairs because we have like a split level, and you came up a set of stairs through the living room. I think I even said to him, I said, so what part of this did you think he was the landlord? And he said, well, I ran into that situation. I said, the landlord walking around somebody's house in a the hell you had on? Walking around in a robe? So I'm supposed to believe that you thought that? What made me mad about that, and then he was on my S-list after that, because I was like, now you just searching. He could have said, oh, is that your boyfriend? Is that your husband or whatever? Why would you think he's a landlord? Now, we have heard some off-the-cuff nonsense with people, I guess, relating to or trying to figure out our situation or our relationship. But really, you walked into a single-family home and you came up the regular steps and you're going to ask somebody, oh, is that your landlord? Now, when I told John that, he just laughed. But really, seriously, how do you feel about that, baby?
I don't know. To me, I think you kind of get a little callous to it after a while. It's just like healthcare workers. There's a lot of good healthcare workers, but I think sometimes there's a certain percentage that can be a little callous when you're dealing with someone who's sick and the family's emotional to begin with, and you might just say things like kind of off the cuff, that can come off kind of callous. And I think people in general, when they see us, they don't think of us as a couple. And sometimes, and I think Ronnie would say the same thing, sometimes it becomes very offensive because it's like, why don't you think that I would be with that person? My other theory basically is, though, I think he was just kind of digging to find out who you were and basically what your purpose there was, if you were, able to do stuff. Which, like for my mother-in-law, like I can make a meal for her now and then when I'm home because I work a lot in the spring and summer because I do landscaping. But like I said, I'm not really equipped to, she needs a lot more personal care, as far as hygiene and stuff like that and going to the bathroom. That's stuff that I'm really not equipped to do. But again, I think he was asking that question. And two, it could have just been a callous question too. He might just been trying to get in your business. I mean, that's, I don't really know. But to be honest with you, I don't really pay much attention to it.
Well, that's how I'm going to take it. He was just trying to get into the business. But, case in point, here's the way to do it. Ask.
Who's
the guy downstairs that answered the door?
Running around in his bathroom.
Who's the guy downstairs that answered the door? That's my husband. Can he help in any kind of way? No, because we discussed that. He cannot do it. That's what was discussed. I didn't like the idea that he come talking about some freaking landlord. That pissed me off, to be very honest. Most of the time I just kind of let things go and be like, all right, I pick another day to fight this battle, because Lord knows we fight a lot. And sometimes you just get exhausted, trying to not get people to see our way, because I really don't give any kind of way about how people feel about our relationship, but it gets exhausting when people are always looking at us thinking one thing and it's another. Most times, like I said, I pick and choose my battles. That day I had to battle because I just thought it was so asinine for you to ask the question in that way. If you were trying to be nosy, there's a way to be nosy. And I think that if you were being nosy or you were, however you were trying to phrase that, to me, it came off offensive. Because I'm thinking, well, number one, we said this is our house. He asked, was this our house? And then he's going to say, oh, is that your landlord downstairs? So now that I think about it, I do remember him saying, is this your home? Yeah, this is our home. This is my house, not an apartment. So now that I think about it, yeah, now you were just being messy, and I didn't appreciate it. So I'm like, these people that, like John said, cows, these people that come out or whatever, do the right thing, ask the right questions, try not to get on people's nerves, because I'm already sensitive and I'm already at the end of my rope with all this nonsense that we've had to go through. So don't come into my house start no BS, because I'm not the one. So yeah, I didn't appreciate it. And, just people do better, because there's just no reason for this kind of nonsense. Like I said, we go through it all the time, but sometimes it just really gets on my nerves. And then when it gets on my nerves, I'm going to have to come after you. So, that's how I was dealing with it.
You don't want Ronnie mad at you. She's mean. What's a stink eye?
I just looked at him like he had 4 heads.
Like, give us a demonstration. Oh, okay.
That's what.
So you heavy staring him.
Yeah, heavy staring and like, what are you, some kind of fool? So yeah, that's what I did. But I don't care, because you're not gonna come at me incorrectly and think I'm just gonna let you get away with it. That's why. Because at first I was like, "Don't let this go," and I'm like, "You did see him in his robe, walking around in a robe." So don't play with me. So I had to share that, and I just had to share. I don't know if anybody else is out there in this kind of situation or find themselves in a situation where they have to take care of a loved one. I don't mind. She's my mom. I'll do anything in the world for her, even if I have to drag, my body in there on all fours because I can't walk. I'm going to take care of my mom. But it's just, it's just ridiculous, everything you have to go through. And I know for a fact there are people out there that are bucking the system, lying about stuff, getting all this stuff free or whatever. And it's just, it's not deserved at all. But, I just have faith that things will come through and, everything will be okay. So that's what that's about. But I had to share that because you guys let me know in the comments, because do you think that was a crazy question? And do you think he was being nosy? Or, like I said, we had already told him that we owned the house. So I don't know where this whole landlord thing came from. But, like I said, do better. So, is there anything else you want to add, baby? Oh, I almost forgot the most exciting thing. We are almost to 1,000. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you guys so much. We never envisioned when we first started this that this is what would happen. We just wanted to get on here and talk our nonsense and, share a little bit of our lives because, that's what we do. We're just, like I said, a humble couple. And, we just thought that maybe you'd have some value. You guys would see some value in some of the things that we go through and share some of the things we go through because, we are a unique individual, couple or whatever. But we're so happy that we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and we never would have thought that.
And when we hit it, we'll do a video, a little talking about that, because there's a lot of talking points about that.
Oh yeah, we will do that when we hit it. Hopefully it'll be soon. And thank you guys so much. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. We thank you so much for watching. We love it. We love sharing. And like I said, we were so glad that you see, some value in John and I, because we really appreciate it. What are you doing?
I'm looking for where this guy is. I'm supposed to meet him.
Okay, so we're out today. John is on his fish thing because he's getting some fish from somebody. Free fish. So yeah. So okay, I'll cut this and keep this pretty short because that's just what I'm going to do today. But I did want to share that, and I definitely want to share the thing about the 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. We love you so much. Mwah. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi again, everybody.
John ran into Home Depot real quick. I don't know what he's in there getting. It's probably something for the fish tank. I just want to hop on again real quick, and just to follow up on me, we had mentioned how our subscribership is going up, and we really, really appreciate it. I just wanted to give a little shout out to some of my new best friends on YouTube, Brenda, who comments a lot, and Felix, who commented on some of our videos. We really appreciate you guys and everyone, but I just wanted to give a special shout out to Brenda. I consider her my new best friend, and Felix as well. There are people that come on that people that watch and really send heartwarming, heartfelt comments to us, and I just wanted to take a minute to acknowledge that and to thank everyone for your comments. We really appreciate it. And that keeps me going. I love reading your comments. I love answering your comments. I love talking, basically. So if you give me something to comment about or talk about, I'm going to do it. And it's really helping me, because like I said, sometimes you don't think about it. I think I'm going all the time. I'm like on autopilot, and sometimes I don't have a minute to just sit back and decompress. And like I said, there's a lot that's going on with my mom, and sometimes I don't even realize that I'm not taking time to take care of me, or things that are going on with me. I'm just, like I said, on autopilot. So I just wanted to let you guys know that when you comment, I appreciate it, John appreciates it, and we love it. And shout out to my new best friend, Brenda. You know who you are. But I just wanted to come on real quick and say that, and just thank everyone for your comments. We really, really do appreciate it. And we love you guys. Peace and love. Bye.